Howdy. I'll leave my glasses on for this post. Not from a late night, but from a long flight. I look a little bit tired. This is just a Merry Christmas from the Byrne family, and thanks for your ongoing support and thoughts for the year. This whole year has been a bit of an emotional challenge, that's for sure. At this time last year, we'd already been in Germany for a month, and Lou was going through absolute hell. In less than 1 month from now, Lou would leave us. The only positive about this is that she escaped a whole lot of pain and suffering. I still can't wrap my head around it, and maybe I never will. For me personally, the end of the year has been difficult. I think it's because my high tolerance levels of pain and emotion have probably been stretched to their limits in some way. I'm the kind of guy that could probably go off into the Middle East on a tour of duty for months on end and not really miss a beat and be in control of my emotions. Not that I've been in the army or anything, but you know what I mean from an analogy point of view. The reality of Lou not coming home is maybe only just starting to settle in now, which means I may not have fully accepted the situation, but I'm okay with that as well. I mentioned in my last post that I'm really proud of the way we've managed Noah and Evie this year. I honestly believe that how the children manage in this first year or two will be the founding base on how they'll handle this tragedy for the rest of their lives. I've mentioned that point a few times, and maybe I just believe that to keep me focused on the job at hand of being a new single parent. But with the McConkey support, the kids' grandparents and everybody else that helps, we've done a really, really good job. I really think that we have. So this message just a Merry Christmas and a goodbye for 2019. I'll endeavour to post again before the end of the year, but no promises. Noah, Evie and I touched down in the States yesterday, and we're not back at school until February. We're not back in Australia until school starts in February. Hey, buddy. We had to make some sacrifices and rent out our home for the previous 6 weeks to fund such an epic holiday, but you got to do what you got to do. Grandma probably made the biggest sacrifice, having us all at her house since October. But anyway, we've got some super exciting places and events planned. I'm probably spoiling the kids rotten, but they've had a year that they should have never had to endure. And they have many more years ahead that they shouldn't have to endure. Much of our amazing trip is centred around Lou, which is really important for the three of us. Places we're doing and things we're seeing. The majority of the time away will be spent in Telluride. Telluride was Lou's favourite place. We spent 6 months there just 10 years ago. And while some of that time away was a bit of a test on our relationship, it was a time and place that become very special to us. It strengthened us as a couple and as people individually. While we didn't get back there in the last few years due to my motorcycle accident and then Lou getting sick, we've always really wanted to get back there. We've been desperate to get home in some ways. It's a place we plan to live again for at least a year before Evie and Noah start school. Hopefully I can still make that happen if I plan it right. We talked about having a house there when the kids are older, maybe when we're retired, and living between Telluride and Sydney, which would be pretty cool. We got engaged there. Noah had his first and third birthday parties there, which are actually pretty big parties for the adults. Evie was conceived there, I'm pretty sure about that. We made some of our best memories there. I asked Lou to marry me on the 26th of January 2011 on the ski hill, and ironically her funeral happened to be on the same date and time in Australia, just only 8 years later. So on this day next year we'll finish off our trip with a ceremony of some sort. So the end of Jan 2020, some sort of scattering of a small portion of ashes and in the San Juan Mountains. A couple of my best mates and their families are going to be there, all in the best destination on earth, and on the very spot we got engaged. So I really hope this extended holiday is a really positive ending in 2019 for Noah and Evie. You can see playing in the background. I attempt to make my decisions in the best interest of the kids, along with what I think Lou would have wanted us to do. So to Noah and Evie, I hope this next 7 weeks is a creation of so many good memories based on some really quality, exciting time together. Family ski days, and just hope that this whole period, next 7 weeks, can overshadow the challenges that we've gone through over the last 12 months. To everyone else, have an awesome Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm going to finish off with some words of one of Lou's social posts. And some of these posts, I guess, start to gather more meaning as you read them. now that she's not around. But we've got a post here that's Lou wrote on 8th of October 2016, so that would have only been 5 months in the start of a cancer journey, so relatively new in the piece. But she said in this post, all I want is to be with my babies. I want to watch them and run around. I want to watch them run around in the sun, listen to their laughing, soak up all the tiny details of normal, but instead I'm back in hospital. Leaving them sleeping in their beds last night while I was admitted in the middle of the night was gut-wrenching. I'm not meant to leave them like that, and now I miss them so much it hurts. The unpredictability of cancer treatment is something no one prepares you for. Things change by the day and often by the hour. Until 10 p.m. last night, I've been doing pretty great, till the fever and the chills took over and procedure calls for emergency hospitalisation. It's terrifying, this place after chemo, where your body is so vulnerable. And she basically finishes off saying, so enjoy your families today, everyone. Stop for a while and soak up all the little things. You never know when you might need to call on that memory bank. So, in saying that, Merry Christmas from myself and Evie and Noah. Lou just loved the festive season, so we're thinking about her the whole time. Much love, ciao, peace, chat to you soon.